Indiana, one of the many states trying to responsibly reopen. Tonight, I'm joined live by Republican Senator from the Hoosier state, Mike Braun. Senator, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. I want to talk about two things. Number one, what's going on in Indiana as your state is slowly beginning to open, and how is it going there?
It's going great. My wife and I went out to eat at two local restaurants, one last night, one tonight. They're paying attention to the rules. The Hoosier state is one of the best business environments in the country. Low taxes. Folks are moving here from Illinois wholesale. It's just a great place to be. They were so glad that the president was talking about being aspirational about restarting the economy. I did a couple floor speeches before we left in late March, said this was going to be the critical point in this whole pandemic saga. If we do not do a smart restart, the president's been talking about it from the get-go, we cannot substitute the real economy with the federal government. You saw what the House wants to do. It's a wish list similar to what they tried to do back when we did 3.0. It's a non-starter. Business liability is a concern as we start to restart this economy. Many small, medium, and large businesses are worried about that. And I think more than anything, you hear a lot about testing and all that stuff. Businesses are willing to pay attention to the rules. Let them have the chance to get going. Here in Indiana, I know that's a key concern.
Well, certainly, Senator, it is about individual responsibility and understanding what the issues are. But I want to talk about this $3.3 trillion relief bill that it's called that Pelosi got out of the House. And, you know, there are those who actually call it an income redistribution bill. And even though it's supposed to be for the pandemic, the truth is that there's no payroll protection plan in it. There's no liability protection for businesses. Those two, at the very least, would seem to be non-starters if this is supposed to be considered, a reopening and protecting the economy and businesses.
There's no doubt about that. And, of course, a large portion of it is for state governments. And that's a ticklish issue in the sense that a lot of state governments don't operate like Indiana's, where we have a balanced budget, right, where we have a rainy day fund, all of that. So that's going to be a big point of discussion. And again, I think they look at this as a way to try to inherently change government, to put into effect a lot of their agenda that is not going to work. And the American public, I think, is too smart for that. The president's been on point from the beginning. And thank goodness we've had somebody that's had kind of an entrepreneurial sense of how to get through this. And it's got to be relying on getting the economy restarted. Don't give an inch back to the disease. Pay attention to the rules. We can do two things at once.
Well, and clearly that bill is really a huge expansion of the welfare state and saving New York, New Jersey, and Illinois. Even though I'm from New York, they made the mess. They should be able to deal with it. But Senator Mike Braun from Indiana, we love having you on Justice. Thanks so much for being here, and keep the fight. Keep up the fight. Thanks.